to actually make it happen. If you follow the development in the technology ecosystem globally, you will see that LinkedIn, for instance, projected that in 2001, there were just about 5.5 million tech jobs in the world, in the whole world. So the workforce for technology in the world in the year 2001 was just 5.5 million people. By this year, 2023, the workforce for technology has gone up to 85.64 million people globally. 85.64 million people. Though a significant portion of that is still very skewed when you look at the gender balance, where women in 2026 were just 26% of the total technology workforce globally. By 2020, that moved to 26%. This same workforce is now being projected to grow by 2028 by 35%. So there's a 25% growth that is expected by the year 2028. And some of the growth, as you can see on the screen, in terms of the projection, 2001, like I said earlier, it was 5.5 million. 2023 was 85.64 million. By 2028, in terms of the number, we're expecting that there will be 115.4 million people working within the technology ecosystem globally. And you can see the breakdown. For those of you who have been paying attention and particularly interested in being part of this ecosystem, perhaps becoming a contributor to it, you know, finding decent jobs, whether it's in Nigeria or all over the world, you will see the breakdown is expected as software developers and engineers. By this year, we have about 24.2 million of them globally. By 2028, it is projected that there will be 33.4 million software developers globally. Information security analysts is expected to grow from 4.2 million to 6.6 million. And if you look at the numbers that we're projecting, web developers will move from 2.3 million people working in the tech ecosystem to 3.7 million people. Database administrators will move from 1.2 in 2023 to 1.8 in 2028. And you can see the numbers there. Information technology and system managers will move from 0.8 to 1.2 million. This is the projection that we're expecting to see globally, by 2028. But the reality is that despite the size of this workforce, and we live in a world where so many people are still unemployed, there's about 4.5 million unfilled tech jobs globally at the minute. As at this year, there's a massive gap in demand for tech talent and actually the supply and availability of tech talent globally. And you can see the breakdown in software development. There's gap for about 1 million people. And these are well-paying jobs. If you follow the story of individuals, both within Nigeria and outside, that decided to take part and be part of the ecosystem, those who work for companies within the technology space are some of the well-paid individuals globally. So there's about 1 million software development jobs at the minute that is currently unfulfilled. Cloud computing, for instance, there's 1.5 million unfilled jobs. Cybersecurity currently has about 1.8 million unfilled jobs. And artificial intelligence, which is becoming a major phenomenon, has about 2.2 million unfilled positions. Where does this take us? There is a significant opportunity for Nigeria to actually become a major source of workforce for the technology ecosystem. Not only for us to be able to export, but because as we continue to grow and accomplish our objectives, particularly the objectives of diversifying our economy, as set out by our president, we expect that even locally there's going to be significant shortage. But as we prepare for this shortage, as technology becomes a major part of our economy and society, we must also take advantage of the fact that our population is significantly young. 60% of the Nigerian population are young people under the age of 25, which means we have a unique opportunity not only to groom a strong workforce locally, but to also become a net exporter of technology talent to the rest of the world. If you follow development again in places like Europe, where most European countries are seeing aging population, but also at the same time their population is declining. So they're going to look to countries like Nigeria for supply of technical talent that can help to continue to drive the application of technology. And it is our belief, based on data that has been projected by LinkedIn, that Nigeria can actually fill about 22% of the current global shortage in technology talents globally. And we believe that the opportunity that exists for us gives us the chance to be able to participate in global financial technology ecosystem. We can contribute 0.15 million people to that ecosystem. Same for data science, which is growing significantly thanks to artificial intelligence, but also 0.2 million to information security, which is going to become extremely important as technology continues to permeate every aspect of our society and life. And most importantly, because technology is also driven by software, Nigeria alone can contribute 0.5 million people to the shortage that we currently have in the software development workforce globally. And this is why at the ministry, but also within this government, we've decided to project Nigeria as a tech nation that it has become in the last 10 years, but to also invest significantly in driving their agenda and ensuring that we can put programs in place that can leverage our strengths and resources to drive us to becoming the tech nation that we actually would like to be. By becoming a tech nation, we can continue to diversify our economy, strengthen the complexity of our economy, and ensure that we continue to grow. And as we continue to grow, we can create job opportunities for our teeming youth, thereby ensuring that they can contribute to economic development in our nation. You've seen in the last probably less than 100 days, we've launched so many programs, including the